Here in the studio, John.
Well, Micah, President-elect Donald Trump will soon be sworn into office in just 70 days. And in the weeks leading up to inauguration, he has to fill 800 critical positions, which requires security clearance, the most important of which are cabinet positions. And many of the names being floated are familiar faces in D.C.
While protesters swarm cities across the nation, the man at the center of the unrest is fortifying his inner circle. At the helm of the Trump transition, Vice President-elect Mike Pence, demoting New Jersey Governor Chris Christie to vice chairman. In the final weeks of his campaign, then GOP nominee Donald Trump's popularity soared with promises of change.
We will drain the swamp in Washington, D.C. and replace it with a new government.
But now, President-elect Trump is building out his administration by drawing from the very swamp he pledged to drain. Political insiders who may fill key roles include Senator Jeff Sessions, former House Speaker Newt Gingrich, and former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
What's your role expected to be?
I have no expectation. All I do is give my advice.
Sources say Republican National Committee Chair Reince Priebus is now the leading contender to serve as chief of staff. But Trump is said to favor controversial campaign CEO Steve Bannon. Trump's children are also on the list to be key advisors. Mr. Trump also told the Wall Street Journal today Obamacare may not be on the chopping block after all, saying he may amend the health care law rather than repeal and replace it. The move coming after President Obama asked Mr. Trump to reconsider repealing the law during their White House meeting Wednesday. In an interview with CBS's 60 Minutes, Mr. Trump further explains his shifting position on the health care law.
When you replace it, are you going to make sure that people with preconditions are still covered?
Yes, because it happens to be one of the strongest assets.
You're going to keep that?
Also, with the children living with their parents for an extended period, you're going to
keep
very
that?
much try and keep that.
Now, according to Politico, the Trump transition team is eyeing a former vice presidential candidate and governor for Interior Secretary. Yes, former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin is said to be on the short list for the position. The Interior Secretary is responsible for overseeing the nation's public lands and natural resources. Micah, back to you.
John, thank you. Breaking news.